are here, chalked out, merger with King of the Dot. They're now together. UK and King of the Dot. I see the moves. Big moves. I like it. It helps, us U.S. fans, even Canadian fans, be more acclimated with the UK. Because they have a scene over there that's not getting enough light. That's why I try to dip back every now and then, to see the guys like Gemini, guys like Shocks the Rebel. The dialects, a whole bunch of people. And most importantly, Soul, one of the most dangerous in terms of pen, in terms of how he spits and stuff. Even his flow, if we've seen this battle, pretty good. He needs more attention. Shout out to Mike, Organized Crime. He presses me off scenes. Jay Black, come on, man. You got to get deep. Yeah, I'm paying attention. I like some of these guys. So we have Tony D versus Soul. And we've seen Tony D's track record. Got to call a spade a spade. And I like what you've done in your earlier part of your career, even though you mentioned that in the third round. Great legacy. And, I'm not taking away from you, but in your recent, you've been choking. You are the chess. No offense to chess. You're the chess
so much fun
of the UK. And on top of that, if y'all didn't know, I believe that the Soul was a champion over there.
Yeah.
He's a champion over there.
Yeah.
He has the belt over there. I'm gonna double back so people know about Soul versus Shocks the Rebel. I'm gonna double back on that battle and review that. That's how I'm taking it. But Tony D versus Soul, what's your initial thoughts, sir?
Okay battle. Could have been a whole lot better.
We know why, though. We know why.
Could have been close to a classic if Tony D just, could remember his lines and get through those rounds. I mean, it was cringy to watch him and just struggle, stumble, and bumble through every round. Every time he got a little traction going, I was like, what is going on here? We're talking about a UK legend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this guy, Tony D was one of the top ticket sellers for Don't Flop and that whole movement over there. Tony D main evented countless events.
He said in the third round, non-stop, back to back.
So
Clips, Pat Stay, all these guys, Arsenal, all these guys.
So I don't know if it's the passion is just gone. The fire is not lit anymore, and he's just like, whatever. They gave me a check because he even said he took the battle for the money. I hate when you don't want to hear them say that.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, well I just took the battle because I needed the money.
Yeah, but it's like. I've said this so many times in 2016, 2015. We even said this in 2017, I believe, and in 2018. Don't do it for the check. You're hurting your career. If you just take 2 battles instead of 10 battles, your stock will be way up here. Your asking price will be up here as opposed to getting whatever you're getting now. But shout out to the UK crowd because they never really booed them. So they show love. I like that crowd. I love the UK crowd. But on the first round. They got bad for Tony D in the first round from Soul. Soul came with a mission to actually, just take this guy out cleanly. I like guys like Gemini and Soul because it's not just bars for them. They go for the gusto. I want him finished. This is more than a battle. But cost an arm and a leg, I'll loan it with interest.
Oh, that was
goodness,
fire.
yes.
That was fire.
So I appreciate your pen.
Oh my goodness.
I watch.
That line, I almost threw my phone out the window.
Yeah. And we're talking about Tony D, right? As fans, before Soul even opens his mouth, we're talking about Tony D making excuses. Do you know what Soul does? In his first round, he breaks down you making excuses.
He made the excuses for him.
Yes, he's making sure this is excuse free for the excuse person that's gonna happen. So, man, I didn't. No, I don't want to hear it. Soul is saying I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean?
Or every time he loses, as if he really cared, he would have had a great performance. It was the opponent's big shot, and he didn't want to take it from him. Shit league, small crowd, left it late preparing for. You're running out of excuses, and I'm running out of patience for him.
He said Tony wouldn't try because he couldn't handle the truth. No, Tony's scared because if he tried, he would have no excuse. He were bottling your if you tried. Because if you actually show up 100%, you still couldn't beat me. Wow.
Man.
Oh my goodness. He chokes more than I don't.
Wow.
because Soul choked before, but he's saying you choke more than I.
Which means, oh, well, that's.
I like this, you know. This it brings back to the day where it wasn't just a punchline. You're trying to dismantle your opponent, and that's what Soul is, you know, doing right now. It's more. He had a Hasselhoff bar, but it's how he got to that. I'll put it in here.
So I see him on the edge of the pier. Yo, I see him on the edge of the pier, barely hanging on. Hands on it, stamp him off. Fingertips, hand to God, Rice Krispies, crackle pop, ex-murder, Kalashnikov, cool water, staff it off, beach body, hassle.
He said standards. He said, hold on, the standards, they set them lower for you than anyone else, which means you expect Tony to choke. You just, like, that's probably why UK crowd doesn't choke. I mean, boo him. Because he goes in his round, like, even how he's rapping, any moment he can choke. It's like, he's like, hey, this guy, Soul, he doesn't have it in his body. Remove his heart. So any given moment he can choke. So we look at him and the standards is that low. It's set that low.
That is bad. It's really bad.
I thought this first round from Soul was really good. Really tailored. That's why I said this too. That's why I had Hollow Beat Rock. Anywho, it's tailored to your opposition. It's tailored. This is specifically for Tony D and his Soul.
Why did you throw that in?
I'm sorry, I had to. I'm just saying. Listen, I'm just saying though.
Okay.
My narrative is the same.
Okay.
Overall.
Okay.
Painted to the opposition. I'm just saying.
Okay, go ahead.
But I mean.
But see, this is the thing I like about Soul in this battle in particular. I think his aggression translated.
Yes.
Like sometimes you get too aggressive and it comes off as, what are you doing? Like you're doing too much.
Yeah.
His aggression was just perfect for this battle. Like he was up in Tony D's face, moving around, all up on the stage, and he was on point, man. His delivery was fire. Like you just said, the Hasselhoff bar, the way he delivered it.
Where he got to that point. It's not about him just saying Hasselhoff. No, it's how he got to that. And I'm going to say this right now. I take notes, vivid notes. And I don't have a lot for Tony D. You know what I mean? He rebutted, which is cool, but then I think his last rebuttal was like, you know what I mean? And he says it. At this point, I'm like, oh no, Tony D. My heart ain't been in the game. Excuse me. My heart ain't been in, he's verified his heart has been in the game. I'm like, come on. But that bar, he kind of stumbled upon it. He stumbled upon it. My heart ain't been in the game. I had to take the soul out.
Yeah, that was fire.
That was fire. Consistency, Tony D. Come on. Yeah. You have a lot of this, but you refuse to like sit down for 3 months. It shows, man. It shows, and it's sad. This is my first review of Tony D. When I could have. He using battle rap as a medium to talk to Soul with Seance. Dope. Had the issue covered. I've been at XXL. Dope.
Oh, that was fire.
Yeah.
The XXL line was crazy.
Yeah. And he tries his son Soul. You know, I mean, like I've had this battles, that battles. You had your title. No, this is fire. Your title matches was my sloppy seconds. Fire. This is he's getting done.
It ain't beyond your comprehension to realize even your title matches my sloppy seconds. I battled the arse. I'm amped up. Live wire. The voltage obscene. This the ton up. We about to go to extreme and the speaker will move you like Marty McFly's opening scene, man.
No, but wait, what happens after this? Slightly stumbles. He starts doing his
best round.
And that says a lot. He lost this round.
Yeah, he lost, but this was his best round.
Clearly. Yeah. So he starts to stumble, and then he almost chokes and cuts his round. So I have Soul clearly in the first.
This is an easy match to call.
We're giving Soul his just due. Everybody know in the comments. Yeah, if you've seen the battle, you already know who won. This is not a debate.
No, it's not.
We're just trying to praise Soul so y'all aware of what he's doing.
Yeah.
Second round. I didn't like the salad sauce stuff. Like, I understand you play a lot. You play a lot with it, but I don't like.
He touched it in the second and third.
That's what I'm saying, like, bro.
He dragged it on.
Yeah, come on, man. Because you want to kill him. Don't play with him. He played with him in the first half of the second, but his second half of the second round, he started snapping.
Yes, he did.
Followers in the same mascots of V for Vendetta shit turn heads ain't the scene from The Exorcist. But this time, it's the priest that's possessed with it. Serial killer eyes, you got beef with a replicant. He more like Stephen Hawking. Can't stand up on his own 2 feet, so his brethren gas the inner workings of nothing and the theory of everything.
You know what I mean? Talking about the inheritance, the paper beats rock bar. Oh my goodness. I gave Soul the second round clearly.
Clear. Clear.
Tony D.
With a couple E's.
Okay. Soul got this battle clear with 50 E's.
Okay.
Eclair.
We call it an eclair.
Tony D in the second round, he had some moments, he had some things, but it's not enough. He fails to get momentum and keep traction.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the problem here.
Yeah.
I love the fact that he's playing the fact that he's a veteran. So he paved the way. He paved the way for what you're doing now. I like that because you are, a legend. And he ends it off with follow my footsteps, not knowing you're tracking the animal. Dope. He's challenging. And here's the part I got to call you out, Tony D. Because you're trying to impersonate Soul. But you're stumbling, you're fumbling. So that means you can't be as good as him. Because if I'm impersonating you, I'm like, you're trying to impersonate his flow. I love the way it ended, though. He said, yeah, your flow is missing some soul. Dope. But it wasn't enough. I gave the second round clearly to Soul. In the third round, too. How do you feel about the third? This is where he closes it out.
The third was just a massacre for me. Because Soul's third is really good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
And then you get a sense because to me, the battle was already over, but you still had high hopes for Tony D.
Yeah.
Because Tony D had moments in his second and third.
Yeah.
He's not completely all the way dead. He's dead, but not all the way dead. Like, he's still breathing on the way to the hospital. Mm-hmm. There's still a chance that we can revive him.
Yeah.
But then you get to the third round, and then he's like, he quits.
Yeah.
He's like, crowds clapping.
Yeah, because they're like, I'm clapping for Tony D too. Because at the end of the day, no matter how we call this battle, he still has a legacy. He still did what he did. He put on for the UK scene. He's one of those guys. You know what I mean? He doesn't just look like Hollow. He embodies what Hollow is over there in a sense. So I'm just saying. But like you said, in the third round, Tony D chokes. He chokes again.
Then there's a line he said out in Light was like, this is a great way to end my career or whatever.
I mean, it sounds good. The way you probably intended it, without any chokes, it'd have been a great way to end your career. You know what I mean? But
it wasn't.
But I'm gonna give Soul.
I need to see you again, Tony D. I'm be honest with you. I need you to close that out a little bit better.
I say that. Battle rappers don't retire though. so Tony D, you ain't retired.
No.
This ain't your last battle. You ain't quitting, baby.
Take some time off. Yeah.
To take your 6 months off, write some general bars, and get back in the ring and spaz, and then quit.
Yeah.
It ain't it for you, baby. You nice. We'll give you one. We'll give you one of the U.S. vets. Yeah. You know what I mean? Come on. Yeah. Stop playing, Tony. But Soul in the third round. He talked about him being underprepped. I'm 30 and Tony like I'm gonna be old to be young again. Fire. He gets to the turn of the century bar. Fire is how he gets to his stuff.
Listen, you got murdered by Bobby, now you get murdered again. You got murdered by Bobby, now you get murdered again. How could you send for rehearse when you don't rehearse for your sends?
Send for rehearse when you don't rehearse for your sins.
Fire. That was fire. That line was so good.
So I don't know what Tony D was talking about when he said you didn't have any soul in your rap. That's soul in that! Soul! I see why you the champion over there. I see why, Listen, I saw your Shocks Forever battle, so I already know what it's hitting for. A lot of these guys didn't. You know what I mean? So let me clap it up for Soul real fast. I'm gonna clap it up for Tony D too. Go battle, check it out. It's in the description. Soul versus Tony D, chalked out, King of the Dot. That's my take on it.
Yeah.
I forgot this last part. This shows. Sorry to interrupt. This last part from Soul. This shows that each one of his rounds he was trying to get to this point.
I'm Solid Snake. I clocked the grey fox has changed. This is the send-off they picked you. This is the send-off they picked you. It's revenge they don't expect them to live through. So go on then, give your goodbye speech. I'm not pretending we'll miss you. He
said, takes the remains of your legacy with you. He was really gunning for Tony D's head. Tony D, I understand you shook his hand, gave a hug at the end, but this guy was not your friend. He was trying to take you out completely. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it though. Champion!
I was the one to hate. Nobody gave a damn. Told me to my face. I ain't in they plans, now I'm getting funnel cake. They wanna shake my hands.